Hi everybody and welcome back. If you read the webpage version of the video blog today, you saw the headline, Dumbest Advice Recruiters, Advisors Give Their Clients. When a CEO leaves, advisors, recruiters swoop in and they like to tell the board, now this is the selection criteria you should use. And quite frankly, some of it is unmitigated bollocks. If you want to find out why I'm a little frustrated, or if you want to know what that English slang word means, join us today for Self-Perspective. Several years ago, I was doing a search for a large Catholic health system in the Midwest. The system CEO took me aside and said, now John, don't bring me any COO candidates that are not currently sitting in that position. They're currently employed. And I sort of pushed back because some of my best placements at the C-suite have been people who were in transition. I've been doing CEO searches for 25 years and I've done more than my share, I think, and I've never had a mishire, and yet some of those people were in transition. I think that trying to establish a person's quality and leadership, the ability to do a specific job with specific requirements based on their current employment status is bollocks. And what that means is, it means it's a large load of El Toro poo-poo, or in Texas we derisively refer to it as BS. Now what was really interesting is this, I tried to push back with that CEO and he was having none of it. But 6 weeks later, he got the sack, and I never talked to him. And I said at the time, if you don't want me to bring you somebody out of work, how do you want recruiters to treat you when you're out of work? I've been doing searches for 25 years, as I said, and I can see no correlation between people who are in transition and their ability to get a job done and those that have a job. Matter of fact, there are people out there today running healthcare organizations as CEOs that are absolutely, it's a stunning surprise they've lasted as long as they have. I don't want to pick on anybody, but just because they have a job doesn't mean they can do your job. So don't be stampeded into a false selection criteria process. Employment status has nothing to do with anything. Or as an old friend of mine says, it has nothing to do with the price of tea in China. If you're a candidate and you suspect this is an issue, I'm sorry to say there's not a lot you can do, save maybe bypassing the recruiter and trying to find somebody on the board that you can submit your resume to. Now that may not win you a lot of friends, but when they're going to close you out anyway, sometimes drastic measures are acceptable. But more importantly, don't do your senior level search just based on what recruiters are doing, because they don't handle that many of the searches. Build strong, thick relationships with other CEOs and other health systems around the country where you'd like to work. Get to know board members. This is a tough time in the healthcare market. It's one of the tightest job markets I've seen in 25 years. And you're not going to be able to run your search the way you've always run it. It's going to be based on relationships and based on referrals. Now, if you're going to depend on recruiters, then don't get upset when you run into that silly, ridiculous, if you're not a sitting CEO, we don't want to talk to you criteria. It may be bollocks, crap, but if they're in firm with the client, that's the way it'll be. So bypass that. We're going to write some more on this later. But if you have any questions, you can reach me at careertransitions@johngself.com. I'm happy to share with you some ideas I have about how to deal with this silly issue. I hope you'll visit our YouTube channel site and like us. Somebody the other day said, he puts out great videos, nobody likes them. I'm surprised that he continues to do it. Well, we do it because we're here to help. And we have 2 blogs a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can subscribe. It's all free. You have access to over 1,000 posts on career management and other issues. They're all downloadable free. If you have any more questions, careertransitions@johngself.com is the best way to reach me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next Wednesday.